In this video, we are going to discuss how to attach two pieces of clay together. So from the earlier video, we talked about our 3 techniques in building clay. First, you have your pinch pot, then you have a slab, and lastly, you have your coil. Now for this demonstration, I am going to take my slab and I am going to attach my coil to my slab to start making a coil vase, like so. Now, just by placing these coils on top of my slab, they are not actually attached. If I were to hold this up, my coils would just fall off. So in order to officially and securely attach these rings or coils to my slab, we need to do a technique called slipping and scoring. Now, the term score does not mean to score a goal. It means to scratch the surface of the clay. This can be done with any tool. You can use any plastic tool, any wooden tool, any metal tool, but the tool that I find works the best is just your basic spork. You're gonna take and scratch lightly the surface of the clay where you wanna attach the 2 pieces. By using the spork, it has several grooves, so it makes this process go by a lot faster. Once you have your slab scored, we are going to do the same thing to our coil. And we are going to score the surface of our coil as well. I'm not pressing too hard or making the score marks too deep. I'm just scratching the surface, like so. Now, the reason we do this is because if we were to put 2 smooth pieces of clay together, they would naturally just want to slide off. But by making these groove marks, these grooves are going to connect once we attach, and they're going to prevent the clay from coming apart. Okay? Now, before we put these 2 together, we have to use what we call slip. And slip is essentially made of really, really wet, watered down clay. And this acts like a glue for connecting 2 pieces of clay together. So you can use your finger or you can use a tool, and you basically just scoop some of the slip and you are going to dab it onto one of your grooved surfaces. I'm not spreading it like butter, because if I spread it like butter, I'm going to get rid of all those score marks that I just made. So I'm going to dab it onto one side of the pieces I want to connect, like so. Then I'm going to take both scored sides and I'm going to place them together. Now, at this point, they're still not totally attached. We've got the glue and we've got the score marks, but what we need to do now is smooth the clay together. So I'm simply taking my thumb and I'm dragging the clay over the surface, or over the crease. As I'm doing this, I'm making sure not to pinch my clay because I don't want to pinch it and make it too thin. So I'm just rotating and scratching over the surface with my thumb to ensure that they are completely attached. Like so. Once you know that it's thoroughly attached, you can go back in and use your finger or a tool to just smooth the surface before adding your next coil. So there's the start to a coil vase. From there, I can add my next coil and several coils after that to show my coil vase starting. And that is it for how to score and slip in order to attach 2 pieces of clay together.